My speech is on the technology advancement of video games. Many can agree that over time, video games have climbed the way to being part of everyday life. With the rise of technology transforming how the game is experienced for all of us players. In the old days, there were no players for you to play against. You were subjected to a bot. But now, ahead in time, a bot for a video game would be much more smarter and will put up more of a fight to that of a player, reacting to a situation that is programmed to be into. Technology and video games have a long history relationship with each other. A big advancement out of both of these is the progression of the AI. The AI, as its role is to improve its role for future video games and how it's developed. With the arrival of future games that would change the gaming community, it's safe to say the graphics are much more better from that of the early 1990s or 2000s. They missed out on things like textures, shaders, sprites that exist in today's games, and also greater necessary hardware allowing for greater pixels and shading. The convenience out of this was stemmed from the early days of carrying out video games with us, the Nintendos, PSP, PlayStation Vita, and others. Not to mention being able to play online with others. This leading to MMOs evolving, leading to that not just playing with players in one area, but no matter where they're from, you're able to play with them. A spawn of creation from technology and video games is virtual reality. You're probably wondering, what is virtual reality? Virtual reality is gameplay from a headset that makes you feel like you're in the game in real time, in real life. It's actually one of the biggest investments that ended up paying off with some creation of interactive games. You might even know one of the most known you might know one of the most known VR games known as Pokemon Go. VR is constantly improving at a very fast rate and evolving. VR isn't just used for video games, but for automotives. It changes the way things are done, construction buildings, education. It's like I've been saying before, that the gaming world is becoming part of everyday life. The expectations are so high for virtuality that the market for it is expected to expand from 9 billion to 215 billion, with the industry already earning 287 million and could possibly continue to grow. My last main point is the creation of next-gen consoles, improving the gameplay experience for other players. November 5th, 2020, Sony released its console, the PlayStation 5, while on the 15th, Microsoft released the Xbox Series X. These two consoles mark a turning point in the game industry. Developers have taken advantage of capabilities from new consoles that in 1 to 2 years will be able to create real-time content that appears photorealistic. These consoles have an output of 8K screen resolution, added potential for the future, which near the ceiling of what the human retina could perceive. Back then, something like this would be a fantasy until today's time. Soon everything with graphics will look realistic to what is seen in real time as far as hair, water, and cloth. In conclusion, I have informed you the technological advances with video games and technology. I've explained the relationship between technologies and video games, and with that leading to a creation from technology and video games, and with that even talking about more as far as the MMOs, and what this creation has also done, and not that just the next gen consoles too, and the graphic improvements and the resolution. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm so nervous. I don't normally do this. But now, for my thesis for this, I would like to say is that I believe that this is only just going to improve. And from the research and from the history of this, and for what I've informed you and all the gamers about the advancement of this, it only just seems like it just improves. It was something small, just like technology. It was something very small, and you know, it just over time became something bigger, and it's only getting bigger from the point where it is now. And it's gotten very far to this point, you know, and it's already doing wonders for everybody, even with the new creation of virtual reality. And they're already finna try and master that. So it just kind of gets to a point where sky's the limit. So you never know where this can go at this point. And honestly, from any point in time for where you would just think like, where could this go? It honestly just improves. Like, if they come up with something better than virtual reality, I would not be surprised because it just improves from there. It gets better. It doesn't really get worse. They try their best to go forward as far as with technology improving every day. Anyway, thank you. This is my video.